Good morning, everybody. How are you? I'm very glad to be here. My name is Avi Kochva. I'm the CIO of Bank Hapoalim in Israel. Before I'm going to start my brilliant 30 minutes presentation about security and identity management, just want to be sure that everybody is feeling okay. You're comfortable? Nothing weird, suspicious? No? All right. You've just been witnessed a live demo of identity theft. Because I'm not Mr. Avi Kochva, not even close to that. I don't look like him. I have hair, but he has the brains. And I'm sure that you're going to listen very carefully to what he's got to say. So please welcome to the stage the real Mr. Avi Kochva.
Thank you. Hey, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here this morning with you. I want to thank Lobo for giving me back my identity. And virtually, identity thefts are being done millions of times a day. So the whole issue of identity management is a very important thing for us at Bank Hapoalim. And in the next 30 minutes, I'll try to share with you some of our experience in identity management when you try to transform a bank into the digital age. So just a few numbers on who we are and what we are doing. Israel is considered to be a startup nation, and the reason for that is because we lack natural resources. And we also reside in a difficult region where our homeland security is challenging. So we don't have a choice. We have to be a startup nation to survive. And Tel Aviv, for example, where our bank resides, is number 2 as the most innovative city. We have the most scientists and technologists according to our population. And that's our main business: technology, startups, innovation. So Bank Hapoalim has been around for the last 94 years. And about a year ago, my CEO called me and said, listen, we're 93 years on the road. We want to be another 93 years on the road. What do you think we have to do? And I said, the bank has to be a technology bank. You cannot be a legacy bank anymore. And we have to transform into the digital age. In a few slides, I'll try to explain what this transformation really means about. As market share in Israel, you can see the numbers. The rest of the market share is actually divided into about 6 other banks. So we feel good from the business side. But we know if we want to keep this market share and grow in the future, we still have to do a technology transformation. And how many times have you heard that technology is disruptive in the last 2 days? I heard it at least 20 or 30 times. So we totally agree with that. Our bank is also a global bank. We have corporate activities and private banking in Switzerland, Luxembourg. We have a branch in New York and Miami and offices in LA as well. We like to see ourselves as an innovative technology company, less than a bank. We believe that technology will be the real way to get business innovation. We have about 700 technology projects on the road every year. We have advanced standards in our cyber area. We have about 1,000 in-house developers, which are not only very talented in computers, but also understand deeply the business of the bank, and they are actually the main foundation for our innovation. We feel that we have to transform. The transformation will be done with innovation. We have an open banking vision where we are inviting startups to join us. We have a developer zone on our website where startups can try to initiate some of their innovation. We have APIs opened up to our startup ecosystem, and we feel that we have to pump innovation all the time into our systems and into our bank. So technology is really reshaping the banking industry. Those of you who are in the banking industry can feel it. The digital age is pushing us toward the need to deal with our channels, with the way we are working with our customers. We have the legacy systems, the core banking systems on the bottom that have to be taken care of. And these are great opportunities and challenges as well. But we have seen that our customers are not going into our branches. The customer visits into the legacy branches has declined greatly over the past years, and most of our customers are already working on mobile devices of various kinds. And this is quite interesting because for the last 15 or 18 years, we have websites up and running. For the last 5 to 6 years, we have mobile applications up and running. So what is this digital transformation? Our customers are already digital, if you look at the direct channels they are using. So we sat down and started to look at what types of applications do we have. And we have a bundle of applications for our customers, from account management all the way up to even a smartwatch application that enables our customers to see their balance, for example. And we also have an application that enables our customers to manage their expenses while they're on travel. So we understood that the real notion of digital transformation is all about customer experience. And customer experience, when I say customer experience, I don't mean how the customer can see our applications or web on his glass. It's not his UI. Customer experience is, for example, when a customer wants a mortgage, and I'm asking our bankers, does a customer want a mortgage? And they say, of course. And we say, no. A customer wants to buy a house. And we have to be there when the customer is really thinking about buying a house. A mortgage is a financial product that we may or may not provide to that customer at the end of the process. But we have to be there when the customer wants to buy a house, when he wants to buy a car, when he wants to take a vacation, or when he is retired and doesn't want to worry about his financial issues. He wants to have a nice and easy retirement. So just to give you a feeling about what customer experience is, I will use my identity thief from the beginning, and he will come up and share with us some of his experience as a customer.
Thank you, Avi. It's great to be here back as myself. Hi, I'm Lobo. As Avi said, I'm also a customer of Bank Hapoalim. And this Sunday, the beginning of this week, I had to prepare myself. Just a minute, I'm getting my photo. Yeah? All right.
How do we know that?
Cool. I had to prepare myself for the trip to Las Vegas. I had a check that a friend gave me because he wants me to buy him an iPhone here, because it's cheaper in Vegas than in Israel. So I had a check I had to deposit, and I had to buy US dollars because the slot machines don't get credit card. And I had to pay the rent before I go, so my wife won't get stuck at house without any money. So, in previous times, all these arrangements would have to take me about 3 or 4 hours in the bank. Now all I did is taking my iPhone in the morning, took the check, got a picture of it. That's it. The minute I took a picture of it, got deposit in my bank account. Mission 1 accomplished. Then at the same application, I ordered US dollars that were waiting for me at the airport in the Bank Hapoalim counter over there. Just on the way to the plane, took the money, put it in my pocket. Mission 2 accomplished, and then I just transferred money to my landlord, and the rent was paid. It took me longer to tell you about it than actually doing it. It took me about 25 seconds. That's a digital customer experience on a daily basis for Bank Hapoalim customer. Back to you, Mr. Kochva.
Thanks, Lobo. I think he earns a hand. So we sat down and constructed a 5-year strategic plan to do our digital transformation. Part of this plan, of course, is security, which I will shortly go into more deeper. And this journey of us was, we started out about 10 months ago. And the first project we actually got in the air was our digital branch. Now, customers were asking us, what is a digital branch? What is this new concept? Because if a customer is digital, he probably won't need a branch. And if he needs a branch, he's not digital. So our concept says that a customer, once or twice a year, will need to talk face-to-face with a human banker, get advice, take care of his financial issues, plan his financial future. So this concept, and you'll see a short video in a few seconds, when a customer needs to go to a bank and wants advice, he can have an appointment, make an appointment with his mobile device. When he enters the branch, he gets a notification on his mobile phone saying, welcome to our digital branch. The banker inside gets a notification on his iWatch that that or this customer has just arrived. The banker goes over to the door, welcomes the customer, says hello, takes him inside, and serves him using an iPad. When the customer has to sign documents, he signs the documents on the iPad, and the documents are sent to his email at home or wherever. So that's the concept. And we have technophobes, people who are using applications but are afraid to go more deeper and do more complicated financial things. So we have a large area in this digital branch that the bankers can just exercise with the customers using our applications and so on. So let's see a short video about that.
Bank Hapoalim, Israel's leading bank, has long been a financial technology innovator. Now, our cutting-edge innovation is redefining the daily banking experience. Meet Hapoalim Digital, the first paperless bank branch in Israel and one of very few anywhere in the world. Hapoalim Digital is transforming our customers' banking experience by enabling them to do all their banking digitally on tablets, smartphones, smartwatches, digital walls, and interactive digital stations. At Hapoalim Digital, the entire banking experience is revolutionized. From customers making an appointment to meet their banker using an app, to withdrawing money using their smartphones, to getting credit and foreign currency services digitally. Even personal investment advisory services are provided virtually. Branch personnel are updated on customer needs on their smartwatches and are here to help guide customers as they encounter this new banking frontier. The future is now. Hapoalim Digital branches will open throughout Israel in the coming year, defining the next generation of banking. Bank Hapoalim is proud to build on its long-time position as the digital leader of Israel's banking industry. Change the way you bank. Hapoalim Digital. Okay.
I just want to note that there was no Photoshop used in this video. Everything is real. I think you noticed that the branch doesn't look like a banking branch. It looks more like maybe an Apple store. And the people you have seen on the video are digital bankers, which have gone through, which are bankers and have gone through education process to be a digital banker. So all of this digital stuff brings us some challenges, and we probably all know that the cyber attacks we are feeling in the last year became more and more intense and more sophisticated. So we think that security is a very important element in securing the digital bank, because in the old days, we were quite closed. We didn't have open APIs. We didn't have startups working with us. Our customers weren't so digital. They may have used the website, and that's all. So now when we are beginning to open up to new ecosystems and making partnerships with new types of business, peer-to-peer and so on, the security challenge is very high. So we have partnered with CIO Technologies to take care of a lot of our security issues. We have gone out there in the market and looked for various types of products and solutions. And at the end of the day, we have found that CIO Technologies bring us the best of suite that we need in this digital transformation. So we have various products from CA, and I can just mention a few of them. We have SiteMinder and RiskMinder and AuthMinder and so on, and I just hope till I end this presentation the names of the products won't change, if you know what I mean. We also are implementing L7, and we have implemented Wiley to take care of command and control of all of this, but the thing I will emphasize about is the IDM project we have started about 2 years ago, and hope to finish it in Q2 2016. So the challenge, and most of you know this type of IT architecture. This is the old IT architecture because it was patched and patched and patched over and over again over the past 30 to 35 years. And we started out with and the MF on the bottom means mainframe, of course, nothing else. So we started out having a mainframe, having branches, probably had VTAM and SNA and so on, and you acted or enacted LUs, and life was simple. But over the years came the ATMs, then the call centers, then we had the internet, and eventually the mobile. So all of this was just patched up, and we really had a big spaghetti. In Hebrew, we call it balagan, which means a disruption in a negative way. So this was our challenge, getting each channel out of the spaghetti. We had security implementation that wasn't tight enough, and the security credentials as well weren't encrypted enough, and our employees at some instances could see the security credentials. So we sat down and built business requirements. And these business requirements were based on what we knew at the current time of constructing these requirements and trying to see what can the future bring to us. Now, trying to see what the future can bring is difficult because if we look 10 years ago, the whole notion of having a smartphone didn't really exist. All of us probably had phones, mobile phones, but they weren't smartphones. And the whole smartphone thing developed itself over the past 10 years. So trying to see what will be our ecosystem in the next 10 years is a difficult job. But we try to do it because usually you don't change these type of systems every 2 or 3 years. You try to keep them up 15 to 20 years. And that was a very big challenge. So we have to have it agile enough to give us the support we need over the next years. So we implemented the IDM solution where now our customers enter the IDM as a front point and then can direct themselves to the proper channel. And once a customer is working on one of the channels, he cannot identify himself to another channel simultaneously. And all of this goes down to the L7 and, of course, to the ESB, which is our enterprise service bus, which we have developed over the 5 last years, deeply invested into SOA services. So the solution brings us the ability to having a centralized and standalone access management. The credentials are encrypted. Even our employees and system administrators cannot see user credentials. And at the end of the day, we are also doing things more efficiently because we are using less and less mainframe MIPS. And as you probably know, mainframe MIPS are not cheap these days. So we also have a multi-channel principle where the client is defined actually in a central location using one security log for all of the user's activities and all of the channels. So the project kicked off in 2013, and it was not a piece of cake. It was very difficult to get the system up, and I have to say this because that's real life. It took us quite a few months to get the system up and running. We had infrastructure issues. We had times that we couldn't understand what's going on and why is the system not working. But after support from CA, global CA, and support from our infrastructure team, we got the system up and running. And at the first phase, we had it running coexistence with the old system because you cannot move users or customers from a working system, even though it's not the best system in the world, to a problematic system when it comes down to customer working. So the first phase was the coexistence phase, which was last April 14th. In December 14th, we got the coexistence working using the CA solution. In May, we implemented our mobile apps using the CA system. And just recently, we have moved the website as well. So what is really happening today is our customers, and we have about 2.6 million customers, are identifying themselves using the CA system to our website and to our mobile apps. In the mobile area, we have gone down to one identifier from 3, and we also have just implemented fingertip identification, and we are also looking into face recognition. We hope to have face recognition up in the first half of 2016. On our website, we have done two things simultaneously. We have tried to implement the IDM and get a new website up in the air. So that was quite difficult to do together, but at the end of the day, the new website is up and using CA, still with 2 identifiers. So the system looks like this, very simple, straightforward, but underneath there are various servers and various processes that have to be kept alive to enable this to work. So what really happens is a customer identifies himself on the red screen that you see up here, and the identification is passed to the CA server. Then the customer identification are moved to the LDAP director, and then the LDAP director says go or no go. If it's a no-go, it's a no-go. If it's a go, the process continues. The customer parameters are moved to the CA advanced authentication, and a customer risk is transferred back. Then the request goes to an ESB, which goes to the policy server, gets the customer roles, because the customer can have various types of roles. It can be a private customer, it can be a corporate customer, and so on. And a SAML token is initiated, and this SAML token really has all of the user data and his permissions and his roles and so on. So the next thing would be the SAML token goes enables the application server to create a dynamic web page and so on. So that's the initiation process and the identification process and authorization of a user to the system. Now, what's coming up next, hopefully in Q1 2016, will be the ability to check every web page that we show to the customer using L7, doing an authorization check through the policy server, and so on. That's our next challenge. CA enables us to increase availability. The system has been up for the past 6 months without any faults or breaks. So it's not that there aren't any breaks. We just are able to identify these breaks before they actually happen and take care of them before the users or the system acknowledges that we have a problem. We have been able to hurry up our time to market. The whole mobile application development was fasted up. We have the ability to get users into our new applications very fast. And as you can see here, we have the website now up, a new website up with 2 identifiers, and we have 1 identifier on the mobile apps and ability to have fingertip authentication as well. So this wraps up my presentation. I want to thank you for being here with us. I hope we were able to supply you with some of our experience for your needs. And I will be happy to try to answer questions. Part of my security team is here with us as well. So please, I'm with you.
Tomorrow belongs to the fast. Winners and losers will be decided by how quickly they can move from what they are now to what they need to become. In every business, IT strategy is now business strategy. Accelerating change, accelerating security, accelerating growth, accelerating possibilities. And to help you move faster, we've created a new company, one totally focused on what's next for your business. A true partnership where transformative ideas push everyone forward. Accelerating innovation, accelerating transformation, accelerating value. Because the next chapter in the story of your organization is ready to be written. The next new industry is ready to be created. The next breakthrough that pushes the world forward is ready to be made. And we are here to help everyone go further, faster.
Your daughter has a brilliant idea for her science project, and you could make it happen, right? Wrong, because you're not you. You're a cancer hospital, and your daughter, she's a team of leading researchers. And that brilliant idea is a breakthrough in patient treatment that could save thousands of lives, which means you need a diverse team of advisors helping you, from research data analytics all the way to transformation of clinical care. So you call PwC, the right people to get the extraordinary done.
You just got a big bump in miles, so this is a great opportunity for an upgrade. Sound good? Great. Because you're not you, you're a whole airline. And it's not a ticket you're upgrading, it's your entire operations, from domestic to international. Which means you need help from a whole team of advisors, from workforce strategies to tech solutions and 1,000 other things. So you call PwC, the right people to get the extraordinary done.